Go as Funky Kong. Go as Cranky Kong.
The thing about all of those
No,
is
I'm going
that
as Candy Kong.
Dice.
Is it a mat?
Is it a Doug Walker body pillow?
I mean, a Doug Walker jump scare was just a joke of the weekend.
What? I thought you were dancing, and I was like, they're just playing hentai now.
Spanky,
Nate
what's
Silver.
the episode number?
490.
Welcome to Born in the 80s episode.
400 in the pink, 90 in the stink.
Wow, we're just starting.
Welcome
Welcome to Born in the 80s episode 538. I'm your host, John_Danger, joined by my lovely co-hosts.
TJ.
Matt didn't hashtag answer the call. Yeah. What is that? Yeah. What is that social media campaign from? Hashtag answer the call.
I don't know. Answer the call feels like wanting to go to the bathroom.
Hashtag answer the call was a social media campaign by the 2016 Ghostbusters film. It was called Answer the Call.
Oh.
4 female Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
What's
Feminists
next? 4 female women?
You know what's fucked up about that movie is that it's fine.
Yeah.
It's the same as every other Melissa McCarthy movie I go to see in the theater with my mom on Mother's Day or whatever.
I had some laughs.
Yeah, that's all. It's so weird to me that it's the reason why we're in hell now.
I don't think it's the reason.
Well,
have any of the three of you seen the other Ghostbusters after? Because they made 2 of them afterwards. One with the kids and one with Frozen. Frozen whatever.
Frozen Empire or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them. They're not great.
No,
but
they're not
okay.
like any better or worse than the 2016 Ghostbusters.
They are. We don't have anything else to watch. This will be fine. TV is what they are.
They have my wife.
Or mom or dad wants to go to the theater. What's something inoffensive for them? Movie. That's what it is. It's not great, but it's fine.
Yeah, Carrie Coon's in it. So
why are we talking about this at the beginning of the podcast?
And Lauren Rowe.
And Lauren.
Oh, Lauren is here because she went to Gamer Town with us.
Matt also went to Gamer Town, but he did not respond to any of the Discord notifications of the episode being recorded today. So we're forging on. To be
fair to Matt, we did force him into more social situations than even he was prepared to do. Because he was like, I'll be there at, what did he say, like 5? And then he gets there at like 6:15.
Or
whatever.
5:30, yeah.
And
then he's like, all right, I'm leaving. And I was like, no, you have to come and play fucking games.
Just say hi
with
to
us.
me. And I had like gone back to the room because I was overstimulated.
Because she needed to do a big shit. And you can't do that in those. People are waiting on you. And like.
It was a 5-footer.
Yeah.
I've got my drink of the
was
episode.
Overstimulated.
Are we ready?
And
I've got a drink of the episode also. What do you got?
Mine is a sparkling water. It is bubbly, Super Mario Galaxy branded bubbly, Dragon Fruit Stardust. And this was delivered via Amazon, so you know it got fucked up. The box was absolutely annihilated.
This is why I don't get cat litter through Amazon, because every time I've done it, the people delivering are like, fuck this asshole for making me carry literal rocks to his door. They just toss it and it breaks.
So let's get it. Let's get some. It smells like pineapple, and that may just be because I had a pineapple Fanta just a minute ago. But it's very hard to drink out of. Oh, okay. That's why it smells like pineapple. It is pineapple dragon fruit flavor. So that's why it smells like pineapple. It just tastes like pineapple.
I don't really. To be fair, I don't remember what dragon fruit tastes like.
It's very subtle. It's nice.
This is really, really good. Should
I get one? Should I get a can?
Yeah, get a can. Lauren, you're next to the can.
Crack
a can. You just finished a can.
I'm doing the perfect thing to do on a podcast, which is leave briefly.
That's okay. We can talk about it while you're gone.
It never affects the podcast when we do that.
Leaving briefly is our entire show.
Okay, so what do we want to say about Lauren while she's gone? Oh shit, Spanky, guess what I broke out?
What did you broke out? Oh hell yeah, a multimeter. What are you What multiples are you metering? Nice. Checking your battery voltages on your cards.
Cans.
Yes, I tested all of them. The Pokemon Yellow still saves, and I think if I remember correctly, the battery you're not going to hear any of that because your noise suppression's on. So
yeah, it's so gated.
It's not going to happen.
You'll put it in post. You'll put it in post.
We'll put in ASMR tapping in post.
So just for
got the nails for it.
Just for credit to what I was putting up, as I held up a multimeter, and I was multimetering in my GamerCon purchases, which was a bunch of Game Boy games, including some Game Boy games from Japan. The Pokemon Yellow still holds. I think it had like 3 volts, and I think the batteries are like 3 to 3.2. So it's low. I'll replace it. I backed up the save, and all the other ones are well below like 2, like some 0.3. So I bought a bunch of replacement batteries that arrived today in the mail, and Lauren picked them up. She brought them inside.
I swallowed them whole.
Yep.
Oh, I love doing that.
I love eating batteries.
Love the CR 2016s and CR. Yeah. Oh, and the what do you call them? The Super Famicom games also have batteries that need replacing as well. Because those are CR 2032s, and they were all
I'd say those are cheapo.
I don't know if they tested low. Well, I bought the ones with the tabs on them to make my life easier.
If you're like me, when you went to buy the ones with tabs on them, it was like you can get one for like $4, 2 for $4.50, or 100 bazillion for $30. And it's like, well, I mean, I'm gonna have enough games.
No, so. I got 10 for 10, whatever the deal was. Okay. So I was like, that's $1 a battery seems fair.
I have an entire like little plastic drawer in my shelves that are just full of tabbed 2032s, because if I need an untabbed 2032, just snip it off.
Exactly. It's and the Super Famicom cartridges I'm looking forward to redoing, because they look to be so much easier than the Game Boy ones to do, because they just have the tabs sticking through. You literally just melt them, pull them out, put the new one in, melt it. It's working. You just gotta make sure you put the polarity correct. The Game Boy ones I'm not as much looking forward to doing, because those are just a little more fiddly. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna practice on my. Actually, maybe I wonder if I have a cheaper game in my collection that has a battery in it. Probably. I mean, this is only $20 though, so they don't really get a lot cheaper than that with batteries.
Yeah.
Because most of the super cheap shit is like really old. Like Tetris doesn't have a battery in it, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
It stores high scores, doesn't it?
I think it does, but I don't know if it is a.
I don't think I think it doesn't hold when you turn it off.
I have to leave again. I'll be right back.
All right, bye, Lauren. Oh my God, just take us with you, for God's sake.
So, and
that's
the
why you have a Switch.
Pokemon trading card game, which I'm kind of mad about, is like
the
sticker was
because the sticker.
Yeah, and I think I paid normal price. That's my own bad, though. I mean, I could have inspected it. I mean, the price was fine. It was like normal price. So it's like whatever. I don't care, because I'm not like a person who I buy games to play them. You know, like I'm excited about this one. I'm really excited about playing Silver in Japanese.
Oh yeah,
Japanese
Silver is awesome. Was look for a Super Game Boy 2, the sequel to the Super Game Boy.
Guess what?
Which works in the Super Famicom
next year.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm definitely gonna, I already have a list of Famicom and Super Famicom games I want to buy. So stuff that didn't come. I want Super Mario USA. I want to get a copy of for sure.
I already know what my cosplay is going to be.
What?
What's your cosplay going to be?
Banjo from Banjo-Kazooie, and I found a Kazooie crochet pattern, so I'm going to make a Kazooie.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Fine, I'll go as Gruntilda.
We should all go as rare characters.
Rarectors.
I'll go as...
because
John, go as Donkey Kong. Go as Funky Kong. Go as Cranky Kong.
The thing about all those
I'm going as Candy Kong.
Gonna entail one of those like
Candy
long
Kong?
sleeve fur like suit things.
Yeah, I don't think I could wear that and not die.
Yeah.
How
I
is
could
it?
barely make it in a raincoat. I only made it till after lunch in a raincoat.
Lauren, how is your sparkling water?
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's very
nice.
good. I'd recommend it. Oh, Spanky just blew up.
But to me, is a once a year thing. Is I've got some New Glarus. I've got a Kid Kolsch today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Before I left Wisconsin, I stopped at Quick Trip and got 3 cases of beer, a Spotted Cow, a Back 40, and a Kid Kolsch.
And then you stole the anti-diarrheal.
Yeah, and also had to steal all of the anti-diarrheal from every Quick Trip in the zip code. Every time I do that, the cashier is always like, do you need a bag? Like, that's a lot of beer for 9 in the morning. And I'm like, I'm from Missouri. And they're like, oh, okay, everyone does this. Like, apparently every Quick Trip is equipped to deal with out-of-staters.
Yeah, to get New Glarus beer as they leave.
Because they're like, oh, you're from out of state. You don't have to explain anymore. I've heard this story. And then she still asked me if I had rewards. And I'm like, bitch, why?
Use my phone number. Use my phone number. I have rewards.
I didn't know you had. I'll use that then, I guess.
You use TJ's,
but down in Missouri,
John's,
we have
mine.
Quick Trip with a Q. Because
Quick Trip with a Q
where
is
we
bullshit.
go one, we go all.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that QAnon uses that. It's from what movie? Is it from Perfect Storm?
Oh God, I don't even remember. I ever had to look it up every time. It's a very mid movie, as I recall.
Of course it is.
Oh, it's from the movie White Squall.
White Squall, that's right.
A Ridley Scott movie about something.
Doesn't matter.
Disaster survival.
It's not a great movie. Skidley Rot
Got
laid
him.
an egg with White Squall. I'm always saying this about White Squall.
Okay.
So I don't have a special drink with me today.
I saw you had something in a bag.
I do have something in a bag. I will get to that. But I do want to mention this is kind of a follow-up from either last episode or the episode before, where we were talking about all of the dirty drinks coming around.
Dirty soda.
Where we go one, we go all.
Dirty sodas. So yeah, I picked up a bottled version of the Dirty Mountain Dew Zero Sugar.
Oh.
A couple weeks ago, and it was pretty nice.
Oh boy.
It was a very nice finish.
TJ is converting to Mormonism.
Yeah, TJ's a Mormon now.
Sounds like.
Well, I have to imagine it's like the same kind of milk product probably just ultra pasteurized milk that is like they use in Yoo-Hoos, which is why a Yoo-Hoo can be in a vending machine and not turn into jizz or whatever happens to milk when it does that.
I mean, I do like how Taco Bell does it, where you just get the
Oh, you've had one.
Vanilla. I've had some of the Taco Bell ones. Yeah,
okay.
I've done it. I've not done it with the Midnight, but I have done it with the Baja Zero, and I did it with the.
See, because we brought this up because the app of Taco Bell, before I knew that was called a dirty soda, scared the shit out of me by asking me if I wanted it dirty.
Yeah.
There's shit in it.
On the menu, on the official menu itself, it does talk about Pepsi, dirty soda, Mountain Dew Baja dirty, Mountain Dew Baja Zero Sugar dirty, and the Mountain Dew Baja Midnight dirty. But any soda drink, you can go into the customize, and there is the check mark for make it dirty for 30 cents. Well, at least here it's 30 cents.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll do that next time I go to Taco Bell.
Yeah, you gotta live Moss.
Yeah, you gotta live Moss. We're always saying that.
Yeah.
I had a dirty soda at Red Robin one time.
I fucking love Red Robin.
Yeah.
I am a Red Robin apologist.
Yeah, I'm a Red Robin defender.
Do you know what I like? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish it.
Because if I order Pickup Burger on app and go to Pickup Burger, eat it, from Wendy, $15. From Red Robin, also $15.
Also $15 and better.
Yeah. And also, the veggie burger, fucking tits. That's good shit.
Yeah.
I love that veggie burger. They started putting like salsa and avocado on it. Good shit. Love that.
now that I'm starting to like beans and I'm eating the shit of beans and love black beans, I need to have a black bean burger. Because I hear those things are the fucking bomb.
I will tell you, as a longtime black bean enjoyer, the Morningstar Farm ones are fine that you'll get frozen, but you really, if you want a good black bean burger, you do have to either make it yourself or go somewhere that does an in-house black bean burger. All the frozen ones are just okay. Some of them suck, but the Morningstar Farms brand I've found is pretty okay consistently.
I mean, 90% of what's going to make your black bean burger good is what seasonings you mix in with your shit.
Yeah.
And if you're not good with that, or you're more worried about it lasting well, so it's all
and
about
frozen meatless alternatives don't exactly have a reputation for not tasting like cardboard.
Great, so.
Fair. I mean, as someone who has tried like things like the Impossible Burger, which for that it's all about the toppings. Forget the burger. The burger's just there as a something to chew.
Like the Impossible Whopper. The Impossible Whopper tastes good because like having mayonnaise and stuff on your burger is nice.
That's exactly right. Nobody's favorite part of the fucking Whopper is the beef. That is just there to make your body accept that it's eaten something.
Yeah.
But what the body wants is the mayo and tomato and
just give
lettuce.
me mayonnaise,
While we're still hacking the menu, just letting listeners know. Well, actually, by the time they hear this, it will be wrong. But the current LTO at Taco Bell is the Diablo powder chicken nuggets. Their chicken nuggets are okay.
Yeah.
I really like their breading, but I'm not an ultra spice enjoyer. It
I
doesn't.
I am on the record. You guys have seen me eat. I almost got the hottest option at the Thai place, but I remembered that I would have to shit without my bidet to hose me down with.
Yes.
I went one step lower.
You didn't want to ask me to hose you down.
Yeah.
To ask me to hose you down.
So, like, I am a big spice enjoyer. I love a spicy food. That stuff is fucking dry as hell. Like, what it's powdered in, it's almost like they went like, let's do blackened chicken.
Yeah.
Or whatever for the amount of the Diablo pepper or whatever that's on it. But it's like got so much cellulose in it that it just turns into like dust. Like I'm afraid to inhale around it or else I'm just going to go into a coughing fit kind of dust. And to get it to stay on these like breaded strip or these breaded nuggets, they have to like, I guess, over fry them or fry them too much. Because they get that like, they're not like
they're a little
chewy.
dry. They're like beef jerky.
And I'm not into that at all. If I want a nug, here's the thing: I'm spoiled because I'm in the South, and so I am at no shortage of chicken and oil.
Good fried chicken.
Yeah, like I've got Huey Magoo's, which I think is a Florida chain that has expanded up. I've got Chick-fil-A, obviously. I've got Popeyes. Obviously,
you got Zaxby's, even though it is mid compared to when I had Zaxby's years ago.
Yeah, Zaxby's. I'll always remember the story of how I said I'll go to Zaxby's and get his food. I was too turnt, so TJ had to drive, and I couldn't help him carry it in because I didn't wear shoes.
You got in your car barefoot.
Yeah,
that's when we knew we were in the South.
Drifted for a little bit. That night I was so turnt though, so I don't.
It was
I'm happy
night,
that TJ drove, but also unsurprised that I forgot that. I forgot footwear was required to step on outside. So
I was trying to remember if we also played Taskmaster, the board game.
We probably
that was like the last night we played Taskmaster.
Okay. Yeah.
What if the Gambler night? I know we turned up on the Gambler night.
We were
turned on
Gambler night.
Yep. So when we refer to GamerCon, what are we referring to?
Midwest
the
Gaming
2026 Midwest Gaming Classic.
Thank you.
I didn't know the name, so I'm glad somebody else remembered it because we just called it GamerCon.
I had a countdown to it in my phone, and like it was on my calendar just as Gamer Girl. So
yeah.
So we had a good time at Milwaukee Barrett Center Midwest Gaming Classic. We got very important gamer tickets, which I'm glad we did because I think it costs more than so like the 3-day wristbands are like what $120 110,
I think.
Yeah, 110, and then the very important
110.
gamer is like 160, so it's like 50 or $60 more.
190.
Oh, okay,
160 would have been just getting the 110 plus the after
party.
But then
so it's only $30
more. Give you a bunch of shit. Yeah,
and you get
exactly.
They gave us a free homebrew NES game. And by free, I mean we paid for it. A board game, which they look to have multiple pallets of dead stock of some board games. So we all got.
And I think they changed on other.
I know.
Days
I saw a different board game
that
that I was more interested in. I was kind of mad about we didn't get, but whatever.
Because I got 2 copies of all 3 because I bought 6 thing.
Yeah.
Man, those Zerts. They'll be worth something someday.
Matrix and Beyond the Sun.
Yeah.
Oh, no way they're going to be worth anything any day, but I do want to give them a try.
Beyond the Sun, that's the other one. Yeah, we didn't get that one. That one wasn't out.
We're very important gamers, so that's why we got the very important game.
I would have probably...
This box is fucking heavy.
Oh.
It is super fucking heavy.
But the nice thing about being a VIG was that you got a lanyard with a like a thing that basically just let you into everything, whereas like people with wristbands would be like, "Here's my wristband." Plus, you got early access to everything, so it was just kind of
yeah. We got into like the con at like 9.
Oh, dude, that first 30 minutes before the fucking
wave of people came in.
Yeah, well, and then there's the second wave at I think 10:30.
At 10.
Well, 10. And also, I don't know if we want to dive into this right now, but within those first 30 minutes, there was an incident.
I think we should dive into this because we're gonna talk about the entire
It's going to be referenced.
Well, Friday, let's talk about, can we talk about maybe Friday night first?
Let's talk about Friday and then we'll discuss the incident.
So Friday night,
stay tuned to hear what the incident was.
So Friday night is an incident. Friday night is at it's a Midwest Gaming Classic is the opening night where they have
the preview night.
Yeah, preview night. They don't have the vendors, but they have the arcade area and the like gaming history area set up, so people bring their old consoles, hook them up to CRTs, old computers. Stern, the pinball company, brings a whole bunch of new tables this year. They had the Pokemon one, and there was
and the Beetlejuice.
Yeah, there's a Beetlejuice one. I think might have been last year though, so it wasn't. There's a new Jurassic Park one as well this year, and the Godzilla one. There were 3 of their new ones, so that was really cool to see. All in free play, so you can try them all out. And then people bring just arcade games. So there's tons of old arcade games. And it's just kind of the setup night. So you kind of get free access. People are still setting stuff up, but you can kind of play stuff, and it's way less crowds than on Saturday, which is the main day people are there. And Sunday was also not quite as crowded as Saturday, but still pretty busy. But basically,
it was still you still had to kind of stand in line to play games.
Yeah, my tip. If you're coming to this and you want to play games, definitely do a thing where you can do Friday night, because that is like a third of the amount of people in there. And you can
I would also say, as like the resident old computers enjoyer, don't worry about doing that on Friday, because most people don't give a shit about it. Like it's always got people on them.
Yes,
it's never an empty section. But like, if you really want to go play on a Commodore 64 with the speed synthesizer where you can play Gorf, it will. If there's someone on it, they'll be on it for 5 minutes, because are they really going to sit there and play Gorf the whole night?
Yeah, I would also recommend. So that first night, the recommendation would be go see the arcade games first, and go see the pinball machines, especially the new ones, like the brand new ones that they put out. Play those Friday night, because they get a lot busier. And the other tip I would
everyone's on them.
The other tip I would give is, if you're there on Saturday, can only make a Saturday, make sure you're able to stay until close, because the crowds very much thin out at like 5-6 o'clock. So 6 to like 8, like the 5 to 8 is much less busy. So just make sure you come.
If you could make yourself, if you make yourself eat around like 4, then you're good to be there for the rest of that time.
Yeah,
that's just my tip. And then Sunday is fine, and it was much less busy later in the day. I would say that the party was fun. I'm glad we did it.
It was fun. I like the party a lot. I definitely
do. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
So but we have many other things.
Yeah.
To
so
discuss.
Friday we just played last game. What was your favorite stuff that you got to play? We played some Four Swords Adventure. Was that Friday?
Yeah, that was. I liked that a lot.
We did that Friday.
Oh yeah, we finished the first level.
Like
we actually did the last level in the first world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they called it the first level. Yeah.
That made me want to.
Yeah.
Actually play through that whole game.
Is there a way to do that over the internet?
There is. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. I was about to say it'd be kind of fun to do a
that
game
can
night.
be our what we do for like the winter randomizer. We can do Four Swords if we don't want to do a randomizer, or we can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite was that I discovered how much. I already knew this, but I discovered that I like drum-based games.
Yes.
Because there was the what's it called, the
Taiko.
one with the big Taiko with
Taiko
the big
no
drum.
Tatsujin.
Yeah. And then also the Donkey Kong drum game.
Me and Lauren played like
hold up,
8
Donkey
songs
Kong was
of
there?
Donkey Kong Jungle
Was
Beat.
it? No, it was Jungle Beat. Probably.
And I liked it so much that I asked John, "Is it really expensive to get Donkey Kong drums?" And he said no. So I think I'm gonna get
most sold game with peripheral games for the GameCube.
So the Donkey Kong drums, looking on eBay, you can get used working ones for about 30 to 40.
I've still got my set somewhere.
And the games are probably like 20 to 40 each.
You get to clap. It's very fun.
I'm pretty sure that those also like you can get third-party drums.
Sure.
Because it is controllable with the controller, and there's not any weird actions like with Guitar Hero, like where you lift to do the overdrive or whatever it's called. It's just A, B, and then something else, left, right.
So. Yeah, well, I mean, I can buy those. I don't know where a GameCube is. This has reminded me of a thing that I need. And we were there.
And GameCubes are cheap as shit, also.
And they were there, and I wish I would have spent more time. But so Pixel FX was one of the vendors there.
Yeah,
and they have a 4K scaler.
Pixel FX does a Nintendo 64 internal mod that I'm going to do at some point.
So they do.
Even though I bought that fucking a very expensive analog 3D, I can't stop buying mods for N64s. What I thought would fix me did not, in fact, fix me.
Come here, Spinelli.
Lauren's trying to get a cat on her lap because she's jealous of Spanky having a cat on his lap.
It's true. May's being very nice right now.
Spinelli's not going to go on my lap.
But May's also super shedding. I'm seeing it in your camera.
Wow. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
We also played Steel Battalions.
Yes.
You guys played Steel Battalion.
Yeah. That game was awesome.
Yeah.
That game was cool.
Really here's something I'll say about Steel Battalion. Big ups to the guy running it, because he
did a great
was
job.
able to get 10 people, several of whom, myself included, and Lauren basically included, who've never fucking touched Steel Battalion before, go get them through a startup sequence and like a primer on how to move around and go, and then gave us like 3 minutes of playtime, and then just like cycled us through the next people. And like it was running like a well-oiled machine, getting like people in and out. Like it wasn't a weird like, does anyone want to come over here and play Steel Battalion with me kind of thing. Like he had the little PA system thing set up. It was cool. Orders. It was really cool.
It was really good. Yeah.
And like I have to imagine.
Big day for me. I figured out what the objective of the game was in the last minute that we were playing.
Hell yeah! See? He's built a time in for everybody, including you. So like it's full gamut.
Yeah.
You have to imagine that guy who owns 10 Steel Battalion kits looks forward to that event every year.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got to be so excited to do this.
Because that gets people into like his hobby, which is incredibly expensive and niche, and so like every additional one person you get into that specific thing is like gold.
It was cool though. There's a lot of switches you get to hit. There's a lot of buttons to push. I mean, my favorite part, and I think Spanky, you said this too, was the startup sequence. You have to do like all the switches and then hit the buttons. Yeah,
that's cool as hell.
It's really cool.
My
and then you're running around on a robot, and I did fall over a couple times, but that's okay.
My favorite game from the first night was, oh my god, I just completely blanked because I saw your cat walk in front of the camera and it distracted me. It's okay.
Yeah.
What did we play? Oh my god, I had it. Oh man. Anyway. So they had a couple LAN party setups. We didn't really play any of those. So they had Faceball.
Yep.
2000
baseball
as a LAN version. They had
you played Fortnite a little bit, didn't you?
I played what?
Sorry, not Fortnite. Team Fortress.
Team Fortress, yes. So that's what I was going to mention was my favorite. So they had a full 8-on-8, I think, setup of Team Fortress 2, but it was Team Fortress 2 Classic, basically. So it was none of the, everyone's wearing like basic stuff. It's on one of the basic maps, and there's no all the because Team Fortress added in all these variant weapons and everything for all the classes as extra things. So it was very much like 2008 Orange Box 2008 Orange Box Team Fortress, which I really liked. And I got to run around as a spy, and I got multiple kills as a spy, which is one of the most satisfying things in the video game ever. So if those of you have not played Team Fortress 2, the spy, this character can go invisible. But not only can they go invisible, they can disguise themselves as a member of the other team, and they look identical to the other team. The only thing that's a tell is that the spy will have the name of the player that they're copying above their head. So there are instances where you'll run into the player that you're copying. You're like, oh boy, jig is up. Or the other player, someone will have seen that other player and then they see you coming from a different direction. But when you're in that transform mode, you have a knife, and then any time you stab someone in the back with it, it's an instant kill. So it's so satisfying to get the one-shot kill on like an engineer who's setting up his little turret area, and you just go kill him and then drop the sapper on his turret and run the fuck out of there invisible. It's such a little gremlin thing that I absolutely love. So it was really fun being able to play it classic, because the game still exists now, but it is so different than when it was when it launched, because it's just a billion add-ons and things. So
was it on PC or was it
PC?
Set up with PC. Xboxes?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then so for the Xboxes, I think they had a Halo 2 for the Xbox.
I saw Halo 2, yeah.
And then I think they may also have had a 360 Halo going on too. There was another...
I think so.
No. They had Halo 2, and then they had Time Splitters for the Xbox.
Yes, they did have Time Splitters, yeah.
That was it. Time Splitters or Time Splitters 2, one of the two. So they had a bunch of those...
Might have been Time Splitters Future Perfect, because...
something. They had
I think
the
that
Times...
was on the 360.
It wasn't a 360 game. No, they had original Xboxes.
Oh, that was a... Okay.
Yeah.
Then it was one or two, probably.
Anyway.
They also had Oh, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I liked the old, mechanical pinball machines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the old
old, what were they called? It's not Williams, is it?
It could be Gottlieb.
Gottlieb, that's what I'm thinking of.
Williams also made several
Gottlieb
ones, too.
machines. I took a picture of one of them that was my favorite. There was a few of them there, and it was funny just to see how some of them were so atypical. They'd have the flippers really far apart with a bumper in the middle of them, and I've never seen shit like that before.
You said that one was basically impossible to play. It was so difficult.
It was, in a sense. I'm sure it was possible to play. There were two things that pissed me off about it. The first is that I'm just not used to that, so I'm trying to if it's rolling down my flipper, I'll catch it at the end and I'll fling it across. But if you fuck that up, there's no recourse. You're just and then the second part that I hated was it would bounce and there was nothing you could do. You just watch it slowly dribble down that bumper in the middle and then drop down and slowly drop down to the middle again to go in the hole. And that was torture. I hated that. But I remember one of the things that's cool about that, I remember, John, you being and you had the same reaction I did at first, was, how do I make the ball come out? And there's two things. And so there's the spring that you pull, but there's another one that you push in that just physically lifts the ball up and puts it there. And that is a tactile, that fucking
it's
cool.
literally like a gun loading. So you're
that's that was a big them.
Yeah.
Like I can absolutely see that being like.
Man. I want to play more of those old school pinballs. Those are so
they're
fun.
Cool. Well, they have those. They have a couple at
IO.
IO.
Seen, yeah. So the technology.
I like the ones in. I like the ones in between where you're just after that level. So before we get into a lot of the digital add-on ones. And High Speed is my big one that I love playing.
So Technology Connections did a really cool video on the analog pinball machines. If you want to look that up on YouTube, but it's just like those are so crazy to think that they get all that score counting and multiple player turn thinging and everything without a computer. It's just like wheels that click and spin and count.
It's essentially wires. Yeah. It's wires and a couple of wheels that change voltages around.
Yeah. Those are
like
so
how those
cool.
Old flip clocks used to work.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite era of pinball is the same as yours, TJ. It's the like next generation pinball machine, like that era of like late 80s, early 90s pinball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where it's like 80% physical, 20% digital.
Yes.
You got digital display, a couple of digital things.
Spanky is showing the next generation table, which was very popular.
I was going to bring it up because I was going to say, of all of the ones that I liked, even though I thought the coolest ones were the old like 60s and 70s machines, the one I had the most fun, I played like 3 times, like fully through, was the Star Trek The Next Generation pinball machine.
That's a classic.
Because it just fucking ruled. It was just designed. One of the coolest parts about it is it would like load the ball into like a gun, and then you and like instead of a plunger style thing that you pull to launch the ball, it's just a phaser rifle handle that you shoot. And so that when the thing's aiming, you get to shoot it and it launches out onto the board. Cool. It's super cool.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing was awesome.
Yeah.
I like the Jaws one because I like when the shark comes up.
Hell yeah.
I played that one.
So I got to play the Pokemon one, which was brand new this year. They just released it for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and I really like it. There's some things I don't like about it. I'm not like a pinball aficionado, so I don't know the terminology, but I like that there's a giant Meowth balloon that comes down that you have to hit, which is fun.
I do like physical things that move in the way that you have to bounce off of.
Me too.
I think the issue I have with it is that one of the ramps that comes off shoots you directly in the center, and it's really hard to not lose your ball. And it feels a little too punishing. Like if you hit that angle wrong, you just immediately, there's nothing you can do. It shoots right past your flippers. Which I found kind of annoying.
That Meowth balloon reminded me of like the alien face that popped down in like a mid-90s pinball game called Mars Attacks, based off of the really shoddy movie. It was like a physical like rubber thing that you would have to hit multiple times.
Yeah, Medieval Madness is one of my favorites as well. Yeah, from that era, it has the castle that you have to hit the gates, and then the gates open, and then you shoot it into the castle, and then you get a multi-ball. Anyway, pinball's really fun, and what's really fun about Midwest GamerCon, if you're bad at pinball, everything's free to play. Whereas like pinball at like a place arcade where you gotta put quarters in and you lose a game in 2 minutes, you're like, God damn, that was 75 cents.
The only exception is the area they set up that's full of the like 1930s pinball machine. The no flipper pinball.
I was too scared to go in there. So
I played a bunch of them. I went
in there and looked. I never played because they're not on free play because they need some type of monetary get from you in order to like
maintain.
These are so fucking old, and if you break them, that will piss everybody off.
So like the one I played, I played one. I have some video actually on Facebook, and I think I may have put it in the Discord. But anyway, I posted videos of it, and it's called Rally. It was actually pretty fun. It's a completely different type of game. Like, so there's no scoring, like no mechanics or anything. It's literally just a board with little holes, and you do the little loading thing to shoot some balls up, and then you hit them, and then it goes like a full loop around the outside. It's kind of like horse racing, I think is what they're trying to do. And then they fall down. It's kind of like Plinko then at that point where it's falling down. And then the score is just how many balls you get to land in the little cups or whatever.
And that was original pinball. Like when pinball
and
first came out,
it's
that
like
was what it
and
was.
You get like 6 balls, and then if you dislodge balls from, like, there's like traps in there, and you can knock them out of traps by hitting with other balls. Then if you were to restart after that, you have more balls to play with. So it was kind of a weird, like,
yeah,
you can tell it was a kind of, I mean, I wasn't paying any money, but it was kind of addicting to me there, because it was like, oh man, I got to unlock this so I can get a free ball in my next turn. And then you just like, oh, let me just try another one. And yeah, so those are really cool.
That is slot machine tactics.
I mean, I think we basically covered the exhibition hall, though.
Yeah.
And that's basically all we did on
so Friday that was night. Friday night.
Mm-hmm. There was one more thing, which was, I did like when we walked in, there was guys being like, we've got a game on Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh God, I don't want to be here all fucking night talking to you. But actually, they were like, here's what it is. Here's a card with all the info on it and a QR code. We'll leave you alone now.
Have fun.
And like, as someone who fucking hates going into like Sephora or whatever.
Yeah.
When it like, the reason I go into Sephora is with one of my female friends or my mother, and like all of the women in Sephora are like, you need to hear what I have to say because I get paid off of commissions or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I hate that. I can't fucking say. I don't like to be asked if I need help in a store, and I know that people aren't like me, but I'm like, leave me the fuck alone, because if I want help, I'm just gonna go and scream. I'm just gonna go, help me! I want help! And that's how I'll get help. I don't need you to keep fucking asking me. So when they were just like, here's the card with the QR code on it, and here's what it is, I was like, that's cool. So I wishlisted it, and it actually looks kind of fun. It looks like an Outlast style. You're in a spooky house,
so
and you gotta keep
can you
away
tell me the
from
name of it?
guys.
Because I forgot. Yeah.
I'll check my wish list because I wishlisted.
I forgot to do this.
Where They Go is the name of the game.
Okay, thank you. Because I want to give them a plug on the podcast, just because like anyone. So that's the other thing that you see there is you'll have a lot of indie developers, that smaller groups. Sorry, when they go.
Where they go.
Where they go. Yeah.
There it is. There's a free demo on Steam too, which you can try out. All right, I'll add that to my wish list.
My kids played Dynamite last year, and they came back this year because they still haven't released yet. They were going to release like last December.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's still in the works, but it looks like it's a better game than it was last year.
So that's another cool thing too. And then the other cool area we went to was probably not on Friday night, but we can talk about it now. But there's a and they had some of it up at there. They had vendors for the homebrew Atari games and NES games and things up there, which is another big part of Midwest Gaming Classics. Is there's a lot of classic gaming homebrew,
new games for old systems.
Yes. And there was a homebrew room we went to that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember walking through that and being like, "Oh, this is so cool!" And then like when Lauren was with me, I'm like, look at this, and she's like, I don't know what computer that is, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm with the wrong person.
Yeah,
for here.
Sorry.
We played Atari has Breakout Reloaded, I think, which is on consoles, and I've been thinking about getting it because it's a good mindless game. They had that set up at an arcade, and the coolest thing about it was kind of hard because we didn't know the rules, and we kept fucking hitting the things that kill you, and I forgot there were things that kill you in the new Breakout. But the coolest thing about it was they had these like weighted wheels on bearings they weren't just like potentiometers or whatever. They were like weighted, a really good tactile spin on them. So we had fun with that.
Yeah,
that was in that area, which isn't really a modern retro game, but it was in the same area.
It was fun, yeah. Does this bring us to Saturday?
Well, so sorry, I wanted to talk to Spanky about the Pixel FX scaler. So they have a Morph 4K that I'm thinking about buying because they're like much cheaper than the RetroTink, but they have, I think it's $350 for the.
So the thing about me that you'll always have to contend with when you're talking about scalers is that I'm a soldering boy. I will do the internal mods of the consoles, so I never really need those scalers. So I don't have. But what I will say is that Pixel Effects as a manufacturer, I like their shit a lot. They make really good stuff. So I don't know about their scaler from like personal. I've never looked at it, but they're not shit. They don't make garbage. So
yeah. So the Morph 4K
I will co-sign it definitively
is pretty cool because they had an HDMI version that came out, which was mostly focused on people with HDMI out to just upscale to 4K and then do all the scan line converting and stuff that it can do to the image and the pixel scaling, all the stuff that the Mister doesn't do because it's just an FPGA. It doesn't do like video. It does some, but I mean it's not a dedicated thing. It's nice to have a dedicated machine working on that. So
you wanted it 4K because if you plug it into a 4K TV, it won't try to fuck with the signal at all if it's a 4K signal.
Yeah, exactly. And the nice thing, the nice thing is they released an analog board for it, so you can choose what you want. You can do VGA, composite, SCART, and you get 2 slots. So they're plugged in.
SCART, more like fart.
Yeah. I don't know what SCART is, but I think I want...
It's fart.
Do I want SCART and composite?
So SCART
VGA
is...
and composite.
The thing about SCART is that... Let me talk about SCART. The thing about SCART is it's just RGB, but it's got 6 gazillion pins because when they came up with it, they're like, we're going to need one for composite color. We're going to need one for composite black and white. We're going to need one for... red, green, blue. We're gonna need one for sync. We're gonna need one for horizontal sync. They got a million bazillion pins in there, and for the most part, all you really need is the 3, like red, green, 4. So red, green, blue, and sync. Sometimes you have sync on green, and the only reason SCART as a form factor is desirable now is because it is usually either enableable, if that's a word. In NTSC systems, like for example the SNES Junior or the cool looking SNES that we got, the Model 2 SNES that the US got, with like the purple round button, the pill shaped buttons.
Sure.
Which you can get for cheap. They always get one of those. They're better and they're cheap as chips. Those Super Nintendos. Okay. Those Super Nintendos, they have S-Video on the board and RGB on the board. Even in America, they're just not connected to anything. So like the mod that I use for those, you just connect it to the parts they go to. And SCART is nice because in Europe they already made a fucking shitload of SCART cables that plug into the Nintendo, and therefore there are third party like Retrobit or whatever will make one that will just work with SCART for the PAL system. And if you mod your system to work with SCART, like the Super Nintendo, then you can use the PAL cheap, good like $8 cable that's Nintendo to SCART once you've modded it. And that's one of my Super Nintendos I have is modded that way.
Yeah.
So it's just nice that it used to be mainstream.
It just sucks because like I'm glad there's another company making that because like RetroTink makes amazing things. Like they're awesome, but a 4K upscaler for $750 is just bananas pricing.
Yeah,
but it's great. They put a ton of work into it, and it's nothing is better. There's no way to make your games look better than that because it has just every option under the sun. But I was reading reviews and they're like, the more 4K is like about 75 to 80% is good. And it's $280. Like, it's pretty hard to beat that. You can buy 3 of them for the price. So that might be something I'll buy in the future, but I don't know. I already spent way too much money on GamerCon, so I don't know. I can't buy anything fun for a little while. No more laptops.
One of the things that I didn't do at GamerCon was purchase a top-loading NES with a matching dog bone controller. I was really fretting about it on the last day. And today, there was a NES top-loading controller with matching... Or NES top-loader, matching dog bone controller. And it comes with Mario 3 for the same price as that one there. So
hell yeah.
I'm going to watch that one and see if I can bid on it instead of buy it now. But I imagine I'll probably buy that one.
Sure.
Nice.
Because I don't have Mario 3 on NES.
There you go.
I do.
I have the All-Stars, so I've just never...
And I now have Mario 3 on Famicom.
Yeah.
I have both
Mario
versions.
3 on NES is probably the close... Like, when it comes to All-Stars, all the All-Stars conversions of the old ones, Mario 3 to Mario 3 is almost identical.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a little bit of physics differences.
I've always really liked the conversion of 2 on All-Stars, but the conversion of 1 on All-Stars I've never really liked very much.
Wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we can talk about day 2. Wait,
Lauren, tell me about Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
TJ's lifting a thing.
Technically, this is day 3, but you guys were just talking about buying shit at the GamerCon.
Let's see what you bought.
I bought a rectangle. First guesses.
Hell yeah.
First guesses. I bought this from a dice place, and it's not dice.
Dice.
Is it a mat?
Is it a Doug Walker body pillow?
Stop burying the lead.
It feels like it.
I didn't bury the lead. I dug the lead
Stop
right
doing
up.
the opposite of burying the lead.
It's in another bag.
Eben Wood.
They gave me one of these things. So
Eben Wood sounds like one of those trucker pills that you can pick up.
It's a cheese cutting board.
No.
Yeah, my ass.
Oh.
I'm from Wisconsin. I got myself a really nice cribbage board.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
That's fun.
That's really nice, actually.
I don't know how cribbage
really
works,
nice.
but
no,
it's fine.
but
Don't worry about it.
I'm proud of you.
Couple things. Number one, apparently this model is not one they want to sell online because the holes aren't perfectly aligned. So I got a discount because of that, and then like 3 other discounts because of other stuff they were having going on at their at their booth. Now, cribbage boards, this is just the keep score thing. Because cribbage is a card game.
Yeah.
This doesn't do anything other than keep score. But typically, when you get cribbage boards, they come with really crappy wood pegs.
Yeah.
But they got really nice, what looks like machined metal pegs.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Those look like fun trinkets.
They are, they're in 4 colors. Because they had some cribbage boards there that were also good enough for 4 players, which seems weird because 4-player cribbage is teams of 2. So 3 is good enough for me. We're good. I'm going to put those pegs in here.
Oh, boy.
Well, we'll have to bring cribbage to the next hangout.
Mm-hmm.
I'll teach you guys how to play. I love cribbage.
Cribbage.
Absolutely.
You'll have to teach us how to play cribbage.
I'm famously bad at card games, but I'll play.
I bought a bunch of Game Boy games that I had on my list.
I bought a wallet.
I mean,
you did buy a wallet.
I bought a
would
dice
say cribbage
as well.
isn't too hard, but it's annoying. Cribbage has 4 different stages of gameplay that play all differently.
Yeah,
Not
so
all the pegs will fit.
Okay, so
transitioning into Saturday. If you have VIG, very important gamer tickets, you're allowed into the vendor hall at 9 a.m. right when they open. And we got so fucking lucky, by the way, walking through security because the people after us, they're like, no, you got to go outside and go around, even though you're from the hotel.
Yeah, they just let us through.
It was really weird. I was like, maybe those people had wristbands and they didn't have the because I was like, why would they let us through? Because like we're supposed to be able to get in at 9, so maybe that was it. And they were like, no, you have to have the That's why you want the very important gamer badge, because you get in every
yeah, you get into the vendor hall early,
and you get to the venue hall early. So
they're still like kind of setting up a little bit,
so you can like look around and see some people getting set up at their meet and greet table next to a vendor where they're selling a body pillow of themselves.
So we got to this takes us into the incident.
So can we just to preface this, I have been gassing everybody up for Doug Walker the entire time. Since we decided to go to this, I have been posting that Nostalgia Critic confirmed. I think maybe in the very first thing I posted in the GamerCon thing, because Doug Walker lives in the Chicagoland area, so he comes to Midwest Gamer Classic every year. It's an easy drive. He talks about old media, so that is why it's his vibe.
So we get to this.
We joked about meeting him a lot, and none of us want to meet him. We joked about like
seeing him and meeting him.
I don't know what everyone's like history with Doug Walker is, but I have never watched a Doug Walker video.
So
I just know that he's one of those guys that makes videos on the internet where he gets mad at whatever he's reviewing, and I've seen the Comfortably Doug Dan Olsen video, which is really good.
So for those not in the know, Nostalgia Critic is like a pre-YouTube online video. I said he's like an old video essayist, and in a way, I mean, video essays have become something completely different on YouTube now. But like back then,
like
the form.
He's like the
people would post
originator of this is why this is bad.
Yes, like angry video game
because
nerd.
he wasn't doing it quite as flippantly as the angry video game nerd.
Oh, and
which is also pre-YouTube, but he had like Bugs Bunny doing diarrhea on the ceiling, which is better in my opinion.
So the Nostalgia Critic focused on films mostly and TV shows and not video games. So that is why that was his difference then. I think it was like the Channel Awesome saw AVGN and were like, hey, we can make fun videos too. Because basically back in the wild days of like 2005 to 2007, pre-YouTube, it was like, hey, if you know how to like host a website and you have just like regular camera equipment, you can be miles ahead of everyone else on the internet.
Yeah.
And do editing, and edit in clips of TV shows and stuff into your videos. So like Lindsay Ellis was in Channel Awesome at the start. I think she was the girl with the glasses. I'm almost certain. And who else? There was Spoonie Bard, Linkara. Well, just a whole crew of people ranting into cameras about games, doing scripted content about why the movie We're Back is so bad. The dinosaur animated movie with Whoopi Goldberg. And I watched his videos because Lance of the podcast got me into Nostalgia Critic. Because he was like, you should watch these, and it was before YouTube, and it was like, I had a high-speed internet at college, and I was like, oh, we'll watch these. So I've seen a lot of them, like a ton of his videos, and they're fine.
If you were to ask me before, like, we did this episode, which former host was a big fan of the Nostalgia Critic, I would have fucking nailed it.
Yeah. So, but his videos aren't bad. Like, but the Comfortably Doug video goes into it. He's just kind of a guy who reacts and does knee-jerk Twitter type. Let's just make a comment. And
I personally have always found him
joke.
Off-putting. Like, I've never really liked his videos. It's just I'm a Lindsay Ellis enjoyer. Let me put that on the table.
Well, she left,
but I've never liked.
Probably for creative reasons.
And I've never liked his videos.
My favorite thing about being a newly minted Lindsay Ellis enjoyer is that before I ever watched a Lindsay Ellis video, I read like the first 2 of her books because I just wanted some sci-fi to read. And I was like, she's like an author now and people like her. I'm going to read her books. And I think I'm like the only person in the world who had who booked to video enjoyer transition.
Yeah, it was the opposite.
Okay.
Of course, everyone was.
So now that we know who Doug Walker is, and Doug Walker was at this, and he had a table, and we joke and say bad things about him, but I gotta give the fucking guy credit that he was at the con every day, at his table or at his panel, meeting fans, talking to strangers, like, dude.
Not wearing his fucking hat,
dude. You gotta give a guy like that credit for showing up for people. I mean, there were people like clearly. I mean, I saw a fan talking to him for a while. It was clearly like the highlight of his entire day to talk to this guy, about shit. And it's like, dude,
I don't know if I would like Doug Walker, but I do like Doug Walker's respect for his audience.
Exactly.
I'll give him that.
He fucking shows up for his fans at the con, like. Yes. He is there. He will talk to you. He will take a photo with you. He will post on Instagram about his body.
Either. He was tearful. Engaging on a level that seemed like he was having fun too. Yeah. Whether or not that's true, it doesn't matter because you're there for your audience, not for you.
So Doug Walker citing one.
Paid, Can I please say what the incident
was? I'm edging you. We're all edging you.
So we go to the
Doug Walker citing number 1.
We go to the back corner where he is, and then kitty corner from his booth is a booth with body pillow covers And one of the body pillow covers is of the nostalgia critic, Doug Walker.
All tasteful, by the way. None of these were naked
none of them
ladies.
had their.
No, it was just him as like an anime version of himself, fully clothed, wearing that guy with the glasses outfit.
Yeah, and then we went kind of up in the aisle a little bit.
Yeah, because we were looking at some of the. Yeah, we were looking at some of the stores around it. You know, I was buying my Game Boy games,
and we saw him filming a video where he like pointed.
You can find this on his Instagram or the Channel Awesome Instagram.
You can find it on the Instagram. We're like barely out of the shot.
x.com/channelawesome/status/204804373070787110.
Content warning, Doug Walker, but
yeah. Lauren laughed because when I posted that I just saw it on Mastodon, I hit the content warning, and my content warning was just Doug Walker.
So
that was our first sighting, and that would have been enough.
And so we were all in cosplay.
Yeah, we were all, and something I didn't know was that we were all as Jurassic Park people. We got a lot of comments too. People recognized us.
Compliments,
but what I didn't know is that there was going to have the Jurassic Park Jeeps there.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah. I knew. I thought that's why you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to do it because I remembered that Wayne Knight existed, and I just wanted to dress up like him.
Real Wayne Knight head.
Yeah. So we dressed as I was Lauren Dern.
I was Dr. Neil Grant. What's her character's name, Lauren?
Ellie Stadler.
Nope. Close.
Dr. Ellie Stadler.
No, Ellie Sadler, not Stadler.
Sadler.
Yes.
Close enough.
I've seen the movie 100 times. I was Dr. Alan Grant, and Spanky was Dennis Nedry.
I will tell you, when me and Lauren were walking around, people still came up to us, but they're like,
are you Jurassic?
Are you Jurassic? But everyone, when John was with us, was like,
"Oh yeah,
whoa, Jurassic Park."
Well,
they usually would recognize John first, and they'd be like, "Oh, I love Jurassic Park," and then they'd look at me and Spanky and be like, "Oh, you're all Jurassic Park."
Yeah, the Dr. Alan Grant cosplay is extremely. If you're someone like me who doesn't do cosplay or like dressing up for stuff, I now have a Halloween costume for life, but. It's just a denim shirt with pockets.
You have two Halloween costumes because you also have Dan from Roseanne.
Yeah, it's just to wear a flannel tucked into my jeans.
It's Roseanne characters next year.
Yeah,
nobody would get that.
I like that you yelled that so loudly. Discord did not pick up any of that except for Roseanne characters. No. That's okay.
I got real excited to be Roseanne characters.
Who do you go as?
Danny.
That's not one.
That's one of them.
No.
That's
Full House.
David?
David. Sorry, I did mean David.
Anyway.
I was thinking of the reason I got that fucked up is because Danny from Full House and there's Dave Coulier. And like I just got fucking turned around by how many people's names were wrong.
So two people from a different show.
No, so the Alan Grant cosplay is super easy.
It sounds like he got choked up on the D.
It was denim shirt tucked into not khakis. I would say just like khaki slacks, like pleated slacks, boots, which I didn't wear. I wore walking shoes because we were gonna walk all day. Red scarf tucked into your neck, and just a Panama hat. And then I had aviators, which I would have worn had I not needed my glasses to live, and I would have put in contacts, but my contacts didn't arrive till the week after.
You needed to get those aviators that clip on the bridge of your glasses that my grandpa had.
Oh, is that the type of aviators he had? No. Oh, I could have done that.
No, that's the type that my grandpa had. Yeah. My grandpa is not Dr. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park. Well, that's a movie.
He's not real.
That's Sam Neill.
So anyway, super easy. I for some reason I thought his hat was a leather hat, but no, it's just a straight up straw Panama hat. I looked at. I think they had at one of the studios where they would it be Universal is who did that. I think I saw a picture. They had like the costume, and it's just a straight up like Panama hat, like just a straw hat with a little band. And what I really wish I would have had is I would have had like a raptor claw. in my pocket.
That would have been cute.
To give out to children.
You
could probably get a pack
Dennis
of those
Nedry,
for nothing. Plastic ones. Go ahead.
As Dennis Nedry,
you were
outfits.
Dennis Nedry's last moments. Dennis Nedry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with Dennis Nedry, as a cosplay, it's another one that's economical because it is a jacket. It's a members only jacket, which I didn't have already, but it's just a windbreaker. So like I will wear that just around. A yellow raincoat for the final moments outfit. Which again, I will just wear when it's raining. I don't, that's what that's for anyway. And couldn't find the exact polo on the internet. Didn't matter, but it was like a blue polo underneath, and then some gray slacks. And I can't remember what kind of shoes he wears, but again, I was going to a con. I wasn't going to get the right.
Nobody looks at your feet. Well,
I wore the right shoes, but my shoes were Doc Marten boots.
Yeah, so like there's that. Then there's also the Hawaiian shirt version of Dennis Nedry from the beginning of the film, and I would say that the main problem with cosplaying as Dennis Nedry is that the raincoat being made out of PVC is the opposite of breathable. It like you're just in there cooking throughout the day. And that was a little annoying. I did switch to the Hawaiian shirt halfway through the day.
One could say that raincoats are typically built to not allow moisture to bypass them.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it goes both ways.
So I would say it's one of their main functions.
So at least I know I got a good one for what it's supposed to be. I bought 2 stickers off of Amazon of the Jurassic Park logo. Put them on there, and that was it. That was the only thing that I bought that was not gonna be ever worn again. I'll wear the Hawaiian shirt again, and everything else was clothes I had except for the members only jacket and the rain. Well, no, I had the raincoat. It was the polo, members only jacket and the polo, which I will wear again. So that's another good one for cosplaying, but the issue with it is that his clothes are so normal, and the things about him in that movie are that he's Wayne Knight, and it's kind of difficult to just not to attempt to be recognized as not Wayne Knight. But his coat, his rain jacket specifically, has Jurassic Park logos on it, and that seals it. So you're almost like, if you're at the same event and midday you switch to the Hawaiian jacket, or the Hawaiian shirt, you will get people who have seen you earlier in the day, and now you're in the Hawaiian shirt, who will get it. But it turns out Hawaiian shirts are just a thing people wear frequently to a con. I had multiple people just compliment me on my Hawaiian shirt, to the point where I got paranoid and looked up how many extremist groups wear Hawaiian shirts, and I figured about the Boogaloo Boys who wear Hawaiian shirts, and I was scared I was getting recruited. But then Lauren was like, no, it's probably just guys who wanted to wear a fun shirt to a con and saw that you were doing that too.
Yeah.
But if the Boogaloo Boys are listening, I am not interested in what your
most of our listenership,
about.
Unfortunately.
I
don't know why. We don't like them or avow them, but for some reason they just love our podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
especially they're all Lauren heads too, so they'll really tune in.
So we also saw on Saturday the entire reason Lauren wanted to go to the con.
Yep.
Not video game related.
No. But wrestling.
Yes. So they have ACW, which is, I forget what the A stands for. Asshole.
American.
Awesome. I think it's just awesome.
Anyway, it's championship wrestling. They're based in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I believe his name is Hornswoggle from WWE, co-owns that as a promotion.
He's just Swoggle now.
That's true. Sorry, I have to turn on my fan because it's very hot.
Yeah, we watched wrestling. We all went nuts. We were screaming at him. We were front row.
Yeah. Yeah, we
it was
got
very
seats
fun.
early, like 45 minutes before they were going to start, and we did that, and that was fun. And
they fill up.
Yeah, and we just went to one of the shows because Lauren, we got mistaken by the signage. They did 2 shows. I think it was partially
They didn't do any on Sunday.
Yes, I think that was the mistaken part, because we had previous years seen them. They did Saturday and Sunday like shows. So
yeah.
Anyway, so we missed that.
Okay.
No,
we saw a wrestling show.
Spanky and I wanted to go meet Patty Mattson, who does the voice of Sylvanas, and we fucked up and missed.
We did see her. We saw a bit of her panel before we were going to something else, but she did a signing that was the same time as bicycles, and we were too busy watching bicycles.
Yeah.
So I saw
there are guys doing tricks on BMX
Saturday.
bikes.
I saw a Retronauts panel where they talked about the greatest RPG ever made, which they do every year. The first year was Final Fantasy VI, the second year was Chrono Trigger, and this year was a 3-way battle between Suikoden, Super Mario RPG, and Persona. The very first Persona for PlayStation.
Revelations Persona, yeah.
Yes, Revelations Persona. Super Mario RPG won. It was all crowd yelling. So it really wasn't fair, because I mean that's the favorite.
I've never played Suikoden. I kind of want to now.
It's really good. I've never played the first one. I played Suikoden 2. So I have the Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster collection for Switch, so I should play it at some point. So that was Saturday. I'm trying to think of anything else that went on before we get to the party. It was mostly just Saturday. It was just mostly like seeing stuff
just
we
like
saw
hanging out
on Friday.
Around.
We played that really cool Japanese game where there was like the 3 buttons, and you like tap
the toilet game.
The toilet game.
We didn't know what it was called. We just called it the toilet game because one of them was called like Toilet
Terror.
Trouble. Toilet.
I think it was Toilet Trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Spanky.
And I won at it. I did so good at it.
You were like 10 full seconds ahead of us.
You were like way ahead of us.
You did so good. I turned to Lauren and I said, "Yeah, I'm good at shitting."
I do this professionally.
Yeah.
That was there was like a Japanese games room there. We got to play Taiko no Tatsujin a bunch, which is really fun, like the arcade version, because it's got the huge ass drums.
The Switch version is fun but also sucks ass.
It's not. The load times are incredible.
It's like unplayable.
I have a feeling it's because that Switch was overworked and just needed to be restarted.
Yeah, could be.
Because I played it on Sunday, but I want to get that version, but my version, I have the older Switch
I might want to buy that, but I think they might have a PlayStation version, like a PlayStation 4 version. That might run a little better.
They might, yeah.
Anyway, but you can play that. It's not as fun as
that game. The arcade version I got into so much on the last day we were there. I pulled a muscle in my neck and it hurt for the whole next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's fine now, but especially
I was fucking getting into it. Also, Lauren was getting anxious because I was like, I have to find Cruel Angel's thesis, but problem, I can't read Japanese. So I was just slowly going through all the songs, and there was people behind us, and she was like, we need to play. And I was like, they can suck my fat ass. I don't care.
I'm waiting.
Luckily, John was there and helped me read the first character of Cruel Angel's thesis as I was going through it. And we did get to play it, and that's whenever I hurt my neck.
Yeah.
We also played Let It Go. Frozen.
Yeah, I would love to have that arcade game, because like the home version's okay, but just those huge drums in the arcade version
those big drums
are just so fun to hit. Like fun to wail on.
Super reactive. They work so much better.
You know what's crazy is they didn't have a DDR machine there. I'm surprised.
One of the rooms had one of those Dance Evolution games.
It's not the same. I'm talking. I want classic metal DDR pads. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, man, remember when arcades were a thing?
Hard to move though.
Yes. Yeah, but I mean, some of the other stuff would be. Pinball machines are hard as fuck to move.
Yeah.
They had some of those like light gun games too that had the little cabinet you sit in. Those gotta be a bitch to move too. Anyway, I just think they probably just don't know somebody who has one, so they just don't show up.
John and I got to play.
I spent a lot of time in the lactation pod getting some mommy milk.
Okay. I went into the autism room or whatever it was called, the noise,
the sensory deprivation,
the sensory room, and I just took a huge dump in there. So I'm gonna ruin the senses
I needed
for someone else.
I needed that both nights, or on Saturday.
Yeah, why didn't you go into? Well, we just went to the room.
I just went to our room.
Yeah, because we were in a hotel that was connected to the convention center, so we
just went to our room. Yeah.
All right, CJ, what were you gonna say? Sorry, we cut you off.
Oh, you and I got to play Typing of the Dead.
Oh yeah, we played Typing of the Dead on a Dreamcast with Dreamcast keyboards connected, which was fun.
Yep.
Yeah, they have just all sorts of. I didn't play
Oregon Trail this year.
No, they had this last year and they had it again this year. They had the weird Sailor Moon console.
Section.
Yeah. Which was like, there's these Japanese Sailor Moon games that were just basically like a drawing pen thing that connected up to your TV, and they were just like drawing games with Sailor Moon, which I thought was really fun. They had those.
Yeah, they had a whole section of like 7 Sailor Moon games. There was one of them was the standalone console.
So many mini consoles that I was like, fuck, I want these. Like, I want a TurboGrafx 16-minute, like just all these. I don't need these. I don't need these. I kind of want a Commodore 64 Mini. They're not that expensive.
Yeah.
But
the keyboard doesn't work.
But I also will be hopefully eventually getting my Superstation 1, which is just a Mister, and that can do Commodore 64 core, and I just need to hook up a regular keyboard to it. Eventually it'll arrive. I shouldn't have ordered the dock. The dock is taking time for them to produce. So
my two older kids tried to play the Intellivision. The Intellivision lives, or the Intellivision reboot console.
So the Intellivision I never had. I had an Atari 2600 when I was a kid, but the Intellivision is the controller that has it's like a phone keypad that you can slide a little template over. Yeah. And then I think, does it have a joystick, or does it has a joystick and a paddle?
It has the weird circle that is a D-pad, but it's a circle.
Got it.
It's a dumb disc.
It's like a potentiometer.
Yeah.
It doesn't spin. It doesn't spin.
Oh, that's the Coleco, isn't it?
It's the ColecoVision, which is what I had growing up.
Yeah, that has the weird. Oh man, there was all sorts of ancient Pongs.
Yeah.
They had an Amiga.
Lauren played a Venus Video Pong from '77, and it was too wibbly for her to play. She was getting motion sick.
I was like, I'm gonna puke and or get a migraine.
And I just want to say, fuck you, UK. They had a ZX Spectrum there. We're in America. I'm not saying fucking Zed.
I can't get behind ZX Spectrum because ZX sounds like a thing. Like, it sounds like Jetix, the anime thing.
No, I fully agree that ZX Spectrum sounds better than ZX Spectrum. But someone pointed out that you can't, I can't remember where I heard this, but that you can't say Zed for things that aren't originating in England, because ZZ Top does not sound as cool, or sounds way cooler than Zed Top, which sounds very bad.
It's fine. I'm gonna make everyone mad. And call
Jeremy Parrish said that.
It was Jeremy Parrish. Thank you.
Yeah, it was.
Because I think he specifically mentioned, I'm not going to say Zed, because it was like a Japanese game that had a Z in it. And he was like, it's not Zed, it's Z.
That was during the Sunday panel talk about the
Metroidvania.
Metroid Plusvania question mark.
So all these people that had panels and stuff had signings. We didn't get anything signed because we fucking forgot. And I already had Jeremy Parrish sign a book last year, so I got
my ass signed by Doug Wall.
Can we talk about the tattoo parlor?
I would have to sign something. I would. Oh my god, the tattoo guys. I would have got Patty Mattson to sign something, but the other person I wanted to see was Casey Mangillo. But I didn't really have anything or want to buy anything for Casey Mangillo to sign. I just kind of wanted to be like, "Hey, I liked you in Genesis Evangelion, even though 1, nobody else did, and 2, I didn't like that show." And I'm not waiting in line to say that. That feels like an asshole thing to do.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I would have gone up to him and called him a scab. I'm kidding.
Are they a scab?
No, there was. So the original. So Netflix basically didn't want to pay for the original dub. And so, I have a feeling that the people, because specifically, I forget the name, is the guy who was originally Shinji, whatever, on his account, he was like, yeah, it's really weird auditioning for a character that you already do voice acting for, because they did the Evangelion Evangelion movies as recently as 2021 was the last one came out, and he did the voice for Shinji in that, and then Netflix was like, we got Evangelion, but we didn't pay for the original dub. And then people pointed out how bad the original dub is, and it is, but it is also iconically bad.
ADV did it, and ADV went bankrupt, didn't they?
Correct.
So who knows? So the rights are probably like holding company who wants too much money and doesn't do.
Sure, fair enough. Netflix makes bazillions of dollars. Reed Hastings has money.
I'm not defending Netflix. I'm just saying that's.
I'm sure it would have cost someone too much money, and the easier thing was like, let's just have them re-record this, which to me is erasure. Although it isn't, because the original voices are. You can get those on DVD. Like, I have them. Yeah. I just wish there was so I've talked about this, I think, on the podcast before, but I have an HD version that has the original voices because somebody made it. They took the Netflix like HD upscale and then put the original VA on it, and now I'm happy. Like, I just want, because I was so excited. I was like, oh, finally an HD version. Oh, but it doesn't have the original voice acting in it. Which is admittedly bad, but sometimes bad stuff is really fun and you like it.
I mean, there's a reason why
MS-23K exists.
Yeah.
Or you like Haley Joel Osment in Kingdom Hearts because he says dumb shit. And it's fun.
Yeah, well, Haley Joel Osment is just a talented voice actor.
I know, but some of the delivery in that first game is very...
He was a child in the first
game.
Child
actor.
I know, alone.
but there, I guarantee you, there's Kingdom Hearts people who are like, oh, I'd love to redub of that because it, like it wasn't gamery enough for me.
My friends are my power.
Anyway. I want to say, weirdly enough, there are some Japanese people who like the English voice actors, mostly because of the Disney shit. But...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, the final mix versions.
Oh, God.
Only released in the English language.
Why did I bring this up?
They had Japanese subtitles. Like, you couldn't get rid of the Japanese subtitles.
Okay, I can't talk about those games with you guys here. All right, so moving on. So Saturday,
fucking stat did it.
I did.
Yep.
So Saturday, we failed to meet people, saw wrestling. Did a whole bunch of shopping. As I mentioned, I bought a bunch of Japanese Pokemon games because they're dirt cheap. Because Pokemon fucking Crystal cost $300, but Pokemon Silver, whoops, look at that. I just fucking did a check this out, y'all. GIF. Pokemon Silver for the Japanese is $20 instead of $90.
Yeah,
which it is in English. So, plus I'm trying to learn Japanese, and these are really good. Pro tip.
I remember when John said he was going to start learning Japanese, I was like, you need to get a Japanese Pokemon because they are specifically only in hiragana and a bit of katakana because of the target audience being young, and like in Japan they haven't started learning kanji yet.
Yes.
At like the younger end of the target age of the Pokemon games.
Yes.
So it's good for learning, at least, like, if when you do see the kanji for something, you'll know what that kanji, how it's pronounced, because you will have originally read it in hiragana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and don't worry about, and then also if you're learning Japanese, don't worry about kanji. Even native Japanese speakers don't know every kanji.
I'm on my trip to Japan and have memorized the 3,000 I need to like, have a 2-week vacation here and go shopping by myself, kind of thing.
Well, and
if you're going to Tokyo, don't even learn Japanese.
No,
it just doesn't matter.
But like most.
Then
go ahead. I was just trying
on
to
Saturday night.
Some katakana
was the party. So we went back to the room because they close it for like an hour and then the party starts at 9. So we pre-gamed in the room. We did weird bad shots that Spanky got at the liquor store.
We went to a liquor store that was like near GamerCon, and the guy behind the counter was like, "You guys going to GamerCon?" And he was like, and we were like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, free shots for GamerCon people," because I'm sure they get a ton of business at that liquor store that's adjacent to the Barrett Center.
And it was the kinky, like not Malibu knockoff.
It was just Malibu, but with lime juice.
Yeah. In my opinion, it was better than Malibu. I feel like Malibu is sick.
I hate Malibu.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
This was
so we did shots, and then I had like a big tall boy margarita, and you guys had beers. And then we went to the party.
Whoa. I feel like we skipped Doug Walker sighting number 2.
Was that on Saturday?
I think it was. Right?
Okay.
Who spotted Doug getting food?
Me.
That was Lauren, and I thought that was on Sunday.
I think it was on Sunday.
Okay.
Pretend it was on Saturday. No, it might have been because I was getting my food.
I think you were getting your food for wrestling.
No, because you got your food for sitting by the guys who were doing Mega Man, and I was shouting at them how to play Mega Man.
Oh, yeah. That was, you're right. That was on Sunday.
Okay.
You guys thought you were going to wrestling, but it was
okay. Fair enough.
It was
bicycles.
All right. So Doug Walker sighting number 2. We'll don't worry, we'll get to it.
2 and 3 are jump scares.
No. Oh no.
Because you saw him.
No.
And then
you guys saw him at the Retronauts panel when I was in there.
That was when we were. No, that was when we were leaving. That was at the end.
No, it was.
That wasn't the Retronauts panel. That was the Jeremy Parrish panel.
Oh.
Wait.
Right?
No.
When we were leaving,
you guys were creep shotting me in the first Jeremy Parrish panel, and I think you saw Doug Walker that day when you're waiting for me to come out. Because I think you guys were like, we saw Doug again. That was Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like...
You lose count the amount of times you see Doug Walker at this thing.
I mean, a Doug Walker jump scare was just a joke of the weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we pre-gamed.
Yes.
And we were turned when we got to the party, which is parentheses correct.
Yes.
Way to experience.
So we went to the party. We got
was fucking expensive there.
We got free drink vouchers. Well, beer was not as expensive at the after party as it was during the day, though. During the day,
no, it was $15 for a tall boy, a Blue Moon, during the day, and then it was $8 for a bottle of
normal 12-ounce beer, which is, I guess, better value. No, that's what you'd pay at like a bar downtown in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
$8 for a can of beer. So it wasn't crazy. So we went to the gamer party. The upstairs was open, and then one of the Club Chroma was open, and the
Club Chroma
and the Garcade was open, which was like a barcade from somewhere local. They had brought a bunch of machines. So we went up to the GamerCon party, and we got our free drinks. That TJ said we would get lots of free drinks, but he lied to us.
No, I said one. I said you get one free drink. One drink.
No. He said he had lots of vouchers to give away because no one was drinking, but then everyone.
But what TJ didn't know is that the vouchers were good for non-alcoholic drinks for his fucking on to have as well.
Yeah. So they had like a gamer punch.
Yeah, they called it Achievement Unlocked or something.
Yeah, the green was on Achievement Unlocked, and there was like a red one was like Samus Power Up or something.
Oh, and they didn't have booze in them.
And they didn't have alcohol in them. I asked the guy, do these have alcohol in them? And he said no. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, then I'm not having that. Like, what am I using a free drink?
I'm going to get a beer then, yeah.
And so I just got beers.
John had a gin and tonic that I swear
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Okay. We gotta talk about the upstairs that we were at first at the party where we get in for a super giant line. Should have waited to use the voucher later. Whatever. Because there was barely any lines.
This, by the way, is why I only drink beer at bars and clubs.
Yeah, because you need the water.
Or I'll do shot. But like, I'm not getting the cocktail because I don't know if these people are fucking crazy.
Yeah. So
there was a DJ.
Yes. And there was. Now, can you guess if there were people dancing on the floor?
There was space for a dance floor.
Also, listeners, if it was like middle school when all the dorks are crowded around the edges not dancing, but it's GamerCon, so the dorks are all of the people.
Except for there was one furry dancing, and then one person in like a full SWAT team outfit that was dancing.
This is why I say thank God for furries, because there needs to be people with no fucking shame at these things, because shame is so powerful for these dorks.
Well, okay, so the furry and the SWAT team guys, both faces covered, fully covered, and then 2 more people joined the dance floor. Guess who? Me
Spanky and Lauren.
Yeah.
Because Spanky and Lauren don't give a shit and will just dance.
I like dancing.
So
I will just do it.
It was kind of a bad vibe up there at first, because it was just like there's literally
no. I'll say this:
sad vibe. Maybe.
The DJ wasn't that bad, but the DJ started playing like ambient tracks that he made himself that were like, I want to email CD Projekt Red and get these into the next Cyberpunk game, and it's like, play something that we've heard of.
And I was like play Pitbull,
or at least like do
dubstep
your like commentary and shit over this stuff, and then play a song we know, because these dorks, they only know like the soundtrack to Mega Man, like they don't even know songs. So that was a weird vibe, because it wasn't really danceable, and you can dance to ambient music. I've done it before. I've gone to a dance club before.
Too bright for that.
Yes.
But in order for that to work, you need the lights basically off, and only to have like the stage lighting or whatever going. You know, your laser lighting, like or etc. type of. Yeah. And so
like, I'll
we
shake
did
my
go
ass
to the
it, but
Chroma Club.
it won't be as exciting.
So we were seeing how not amazing the upstairs. It was also super crowded up there, because I think everyone had just shown up there, because that was like where it was happening. But it was also happening at the Chroma Club and the Garcade, and those filled up a little bit later.
Oh, and while we were in line for drinks, John saw Doug Walker from a distance.
Yes.
Going downstairs.
Yes. Yeah. So yes, we were in line for drinks. I saw Doug Walker. He came in and was like, nope, we're going somewhere else, because the lines were insane in there. And that is when I knew we needed to go downstairs so that we could have another Doug Walker encounter, which we did. So we went to go see the Garcade and the Chroma Club, where they had various games, and the Chroma Club had a bunch of like console games set up with like projectors on the walls, which is pretty cool. A bunch of arcade games. The Garcade just had a lot of arcade games.
Yeah, but we'll talk more about the projectors.
Yes, we will talk about the projectors later. And probably the most surreal night of my most surreal moment of my drunk night. But so we went to we're going down there, and then there was like a little bar, and of course Doug Walker is in line, and I was like, we have to get drinks right now, because Doug Walker is in line, and I have to stand right behind him.
If I remember correctly, it went like, everyone was like, oh no, we'll wait to not stand behind Doug Walker, and I was like, fuck no, I want beer.
No, I was
standing
behind Doug Walker. Lauren didn't want to.
I was drunk, and I was scared I was gonna hit him.
Have an interaction.
I was scared I was gonna fight him.
I feel bad.
I did it.
I still wish I would have bought him a beer, just because. I feel bad, because we were we were inside joking him the entire weekend. And
it's true.
Anyway,
he's gonna listen to this. Doug Walker, if you're listening, come on the pod.
Yeah, sure.
I won't yell at you that much.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. We made up all this stuff about him.
To Spanky. I'm sure that if I talk to him, I would get along with him and have a good time, because I'm sure he's fine.
I'm sure he's just a guy.
My problem with Doug Walker was always that, like I said at the beginning, I've never seen his fucking videos, and he's there as like a featured guest. So if I were to say hi to him, or to say, hope you're having a good con or whatever, he'd be like, oh, I'm going into meeting a fan mode. And I'd have to be like, no, I don't know who the fuck you are. I just saw you were here as a famous person.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like also going up to him and saying hi at that con would have been 100% no problem, because he seemed super chill the entire time. He was just a guy walking around, because he's just not that famous. There's a certain subset of people that are going to know him.
Yeah.
But he's not that famous. I mean, what's crazy is that you can imagine the Patty Mattsons, the Casey Mongillos, those people probably were spending a lot of time in the green room back areas, because I didn't see them walking around at the con, but nobody would know who the fuck those people were if they weren't standing in front of a poster.
Mongillo, I think they're mostly famous for voicing a few Pokemon and a character in delicious in dungeon, which I had meant to ask TJ what the fuck that is, but I never did before.
It's a really good anime.
Some sort of,
obviously it's an anime, but like,
well, it's an anime about dungeon crawling.
That's the kind of shit TJ has seen,
and catching creatures and cooking them.
Is that the one with the middle-aged guy that just like, this is how you prepare this thing? Possibly.
I honestly I've never seen it.
There's like 4 different animes specifically about doing cooking in some sort of fantasy type world.
Anyway,
whatever.
Let's not get hung up on the minutia of this anime that none of us have seen. So what I'm just saying is that Doug Walker's credit, he's a man of his people. He'll walk out in the open. Yeah. So we got our drinks. Doug Walker asked for a beer. The person had difficulty understanding him, and that was a precursor to the issue I had with my drink. It was very clear that he wanted a beer, and she was just not understanding her. I clearly English is a second language person, or something was going on, because she was just. And then later I went back to the same thing, and I did not get a mixed drink again because of my mixed drink. I got a beer, and I was like, I want the I forget what it was, Miller Lite or something that was there, and I was like, Miller Lite, and she's like, what? I'm like, the beer that's here, the one beer, can I have that? I was like, okay. So
it's a Blue Moon, I think.
Something. Anyway, so I got a gin and tonic, and it said gin on the bottle, but it was not gin. I don't know what liquor that was, but it was not gin. So I got to.
I tasted it, and best I could, because gin is it tastes like juniper. It tastes like
it's mint, like minty, like piney, like florally,
refreshing. Yeah.
It tastes like when I drink Pine Sol. Don't yell at me. I'm allowed to drink it. They don't take it away from me at the store.
It tastes like when I eat sap.
Yeah, it tastes like Pine Sol, and I like gin. I tasted that, and I'm like, okay, the 2 ingredients of gin and tonic.
It doesn't taste like either of these.
I have gin and tonic water in my fridge right now.
Yeah.
I've had a million zillion gins and tonic. What it tasted like to me was mezcal, lemon juice, and tonic, or tequila, or another agave liquor. Is what it tasted like to me personally. As someone who's had a lot of tequila and mezcal in my life, I was just like, why is this made with agave? Is this agave gin? Do they make agave gin? What the fuck is that? And I don't know, but like, it tasted bad. And then Lauren got one.
Well, because it was at a different bar, and I thought that it would be different.
We thought that she'd fucked my drink up, but I was like, when she grabbed that bottle, it said gin, and I am looking right now, Spanky. I don't know if these are the exact bottles I have, but there are mezcal agave gins that exist, and I bet that's what they had.
I don't know why that would be what they have.
Why would you have that?
I think it's what they had.
That's got to be more expensive than the cheapest gin possible.
Bombay Sapphire. Just buy Bombay Sapphire for God's sake.
No, that's too expensive. They would get the cheaper shit. But regardless, the cheaper shit would still taste like gin. Like a New Amsterdam gin. Tastes like gin. Like, anyway.
Sapphire.
Spanky.
So then we went to the, Club Chroma?
Club Chroma and the Garcade. And we went kind of between them. But the Club Chroma was playing actual like dance music, like a higher BPM, like this is club music.
They had a DJ who was playing sets of music.
Yeah, so we went and danced there for a while, and that was fun for a while.
I tried to dance for a minute and a half before my feet like started giving.
So we went like back and forth between the Garcade and that. I had a few more drinks. I had another beer. I think we may have even gone up. Yeah, I think we went back upstairs again to listen to because I was like, oh, they have a live band going right now. It was a rock band.
Yeah,
so
we listened to the live
band.
So
let's go back upstairs. There was a metal band that was mic'd terribly because we're like, wow, they sound awful. And then you got up there and you could hear him actually singing. Like, oh no, he's a good singer. The mic is just not built for how loud he's singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was really fun.
From Madison.
So we did that, and then we went back.
And we went back to Club Chroma, and it was late at this point. It was like.
Yep.
It was around midnight.
It was like 11-ish, 11:30. And we learned that Club Chroma was going to shut down at midnight. But the party upstairs was going until like 3 or something, or 2 or something. So we were like, all right, so we'll just dance at Club Chroma, whatever. And TJ was like, I'm gonna go play TJ was like, do you want to play some games, John? I was like, sure. And then he went over and played Dr. Mario with the stranger, leaving me alone. And so I was playing
WarioWare.
I got way into WarioWare because they had the GameCube version of WarioWare, and I was like, "Oh, this fucking rules!" And I was displaying.
Yeah,
the screen.
I needed saving, by the way.
And I was playing that, and I was getting really zoned in, and I knocked my drink over at that table a little bit. I was having a great time, and then things started happening.
The vibe shifted.
The vibe shifted at Club Chroma.
Spanky comes to sit down and play WarioWare, and John's like, "What? I thought you were dancing." And I was like, "They're just playing hentai now."
Yeah, they were like, the guy was like, "We're gonna take a titty break," and it was just anime porn.
So then the moment changed because so then my surreal moment came while I'm like really drunk, like good and tipsy drunk.
Yeah.
Having some difficulty playing WarioWare mini games because of my inebriation, and then like just casually looking over and glancing and seeing just fucking bouncing anime titties and this like fucking aggressive house music playing and the guy like yelling, and then me going back and seeing that I lost my mini game because I was distracted by what was happening around me.
The guy was yelling shit, taking a titty break. We're like, who out there loves titties? And even the guy who was playing Dr. Mario was like, I'm like, what the fuck?
And I was like,
I was getting.
I was, and
out.
Also I was the only like woman in that room, so I was like, I want to leave. I don't like.
So you came over to where I was,
and also one of the only 2 people consistently dancing was a woman. The other one is asexual. We don't want that. Actually.
Yeah.
So
because we're dancing like together, but it was clear that we weren't horny.
Yeah, so like the Club Chroma devolved
Lauren
into
was doing fucking routine for shows she's been in, and I was just like doing the Harlem Shake the whole time.
And like we like grabbed hands a couple times, but it was like just what you do when you're dancing with your friends.
So so Club Chroma and
I did motorboat her ass cheeks a couple times, but platonically.
And clapped them,
Like the Simpsons said, Club Chroma turned into an anime porn video so gradually I didn't even notice. And then the guy, Lauren was over there with me and Spanky and like, hey, we should leave. Like this is like meh. The guy's like, all right, I'm gonna play a video that got banned off of YouTube.
Yeah.
It was just like, why? What are you doing?
And the reason it got banned is because it was just AI porn of anime girls
upskirts
and like blasting like high BPM like music, and it was just like, dude, this is like, we're at GamerCon, so this guy doesn't understand that what people want. If you want an actual successful DJ set, it isn't let me show you my anime porn, let me show it to you. It is, what do the people on the floor vibe with? Play more of that type of music, and then play a slow song every once in a while so people can go to the bathroom and get a drink and maybe slow dance, and then go back to the hype music. And if you're not going to play,
me pulling Doug Walker into slow dance.
I did. When Doug Walker went to the hotel for the night and checked in, because I never saw him again after that, it was about 11:45-ish. I was doing the Stormtrooper pelvic thrust to Skrillex while he was walking in front of the doors to Chroma Club, and he did just look at me doing that.
Sweet. So that's Doug Walker sighting number 4? 5?
Something like
that. Anyway, so
we count each pelvic thrust as a sighting.
That was a fun night. And then we went back upstairs.
I had a great I would dance again. I just didn't like the titty break.
We went back up
because they were shutting the Club Chroma down. They because they played too many anime titties. The guy I obviously knew this was the last thing he was going to get to play, so he was like, "I'm gonna fucking show my titty video." And so we're like, "Let's leave."
We go back upstairs.
Yes.
The DJ's playing up there, fucking rule. There's actually people dancing now because all the dorks have had enough beer that they're allowed to get on the dance floor. That was the best.
Okay, everyone just froze.
Even with like if everyone in the room, and it wasn't a big room, had danced, it would have been a full dance floor.
Yeah.
They just were all at the corners playing WarioWare and
it was just me and Spanky.
Yeah.
For the most part, it was just me and Lauren. There were
another guy would join in.
There were a couple of guys who would fist pump a bit, and then there were a couple of lesbians who were into it right at the beginning. I didn't see them much later. And then there was us, and we didn't give a shit. We were just dancing the whole time.
No, I was, because the drunker I get, the more my dancing just becomes running around. So I had a lot of room to just run around, and so I was doing that.
I have this weird thing where, like, if you ask me to get on I think you've said the same thing too. If you ask me to get on a treadmill for an hour, I'll be like, I'll kill myself. But if you ask me to like do torturous amounts of body gyrating for 3 hours straight, but there's music, I'm like, all right, let's go.
There's like,
I'm into it.
Yeah, low lighting and there's music. Yeah, all right. Because I was fucking sweating.
Yeah, so we went back upstairs. They had a DJ, but they were about ending their set because then they had another thing coming on that was another band that was playing, and it was like, I think they said this specifically, this band were like the people that set up the AV stuff. You know, so like there are sound people, so we let them play because, you know, it's like that, and they played
second to last act.
Second should have been last, because everyone left when they started playing. Because what genre? What would you call the genre of music they played?
I would have said black metal.
Growly metal.
It's just scream metal, which is not the vibe you want at a party.
Like I guess I'm not a metal person, but I respect it. But I was like, I think I said, I was like, I can't shake my ass to this.
Yeah, like the fun part about the hair metal like tribute band that was there, or power metal, I think it's probably more accurate. It's what they were.
Power metal,
that shit is rollicking. It's got the double bass, you know, and there's guys like yelling at us to sing the lyrics back, you know, so that's fun as a crowd getting into it. The scream band is just a guy going,
and I like their outfits.
like so loud you can't even hear yourself think.
Yeah,
and you're just like, okay, it's like 12:30. Let's go back. I felt bad too because like the last guy, they said they like were super excited to get him, and he was like a DJ that did all sorts of like PAX and other like game cons and stuff. And I was like, oh man, I bet he does like chiptune stuff.
If the Chroma Club had been open, I would have just gone there for like the whatever half hour
until the screamo band was done.
Yeah.
That's what my intention kind of was just to like go. But the problem I encountered at the time was that I went to go and get additional drink, and then a man came to touch me, and he touches me on the shoulder and is like, hey man, and I don't know what the fuck he's saying. And I'm just like, yeah, thanks, buddy. And he's like, man, I saw you out there. And those guys, they're assholes. Well, I don't know what they're assholes, but they're idiots. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
who you thought you were. Because no one harassed us.
No. Also, no one harassed us.
Like a girl complimented my outfit.
He probably mixed you up for someone else.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure he thought you were someone else. He just kept
being like, he's like, no, what do you think about tonight? And I was like, good. And he's like, nah, man, like if I had an interview and you were right here, man, here's the microphone, what would you say? And I was like, man, what are you fucking talking about? I don't remember what I said, but he was happy with it enough to like look at his friend for a second so that I fucking left. And then I was like, damn, you know what I've done? I've chafed my perineum in half tonight. So the thing about when you're my size and you do a lot of that is you need chub rub. And the thing about if you're me specifically and my...
Yeah,
I did too.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was about to say, is if you're me specifically... I am sweaty right now. It is 68 degrees in my house and we're podcasting. Yeah. So I was obviously just fucking drink.
Yeah. Everyone froze
perineum.
Again.
Yeah.
I just... Yeah. You guys keep freezing. It's great. The audio's going to sound awesome.
Our perineums keep freezing.
It's my internet, I'm sure. I have the VPN on. It's pissing. It pisses me off sometimes.
Pissing. I could piss.
So anyway, we went home after gamer night.
Whenever the screamo was going, because of my perineum needed chub rub on it. And then whenever I did that, I was like, well, guys, I went to I did shit real bad too. And so I did a shitting, and then I did a perineum chub rub, and then they were like, we're just gonna come back because of the music, Stinky.
Yeah, and we did.
And I had a slice of pizza that I had gotten tactically from the pizza
I just
place.
went to bed.
And I was very, very pleasantly drunk. It was the perfect amount of drunk. Because when you're like 40, there's a sweet spot. And where like you're tipsy and then you wake up the next day and you don't feel like hell. And I did not feel like hell.
Yeah.
It
does take like a long time too. Because you can't get that drunk over the course of like 45 minutes and then crash.
Yeah.
That's a hangover.
Yeah.
This was like a full like 5-6 hours of us out. It was really fun. I'm looking forward to doing the party again next year.
I liked the party.
It was a lot of fun.
I think I might.
Also because it was way less crowded. You know, and then you could go to those arcades and it was way less crowded.
Yes. Yeah.
So you could just kind of.
I think I might wear like because I just wore my cosplay. I think I might wear like
clothing.
I might wear like a, like a going to a party outfit.
All right, so let's talk about Sunday. So Sunday is family day. We were allowed in early. I did not know this. It did not say anywhere. But TJ,
we were too
TJ
sleepy.
said his kids got in early at like 9, right?
At least the ones that were up. Yeah.
We woke up in time for that, but we were just kind of chilling in the hotel room until like 10.
Yeah.
We got some breakfast. Packed a whole bunch because we had to pack and then put everything in the car. And then the hotel let us park until 5 p.m., which was nice. I'll just keep going because Lauren and Spanky are laughing for no reason.
Yeah, it's what they do. That's what they did the entire trip.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You can't have these two
We did get the giggles a lot.
But Sunday was basically
just me and Lauren together.
Sunday was
gonna
basically
have a fucking problem.
Sunday was basically just more of the same. Because all the stuff was open again, and we kind of did our last passes through everything. Bought anything we needed. I bought a couple extra things.
I
bought a bunch of Virtual Boy
John
games.
To buy some... Oh yeah,
yes,
you did Virtual Boy games.
Because I didn't own some of them. Go ahead.
I forced John to pick up some card packs.
Yes, we bought some Pokemon card packs. As much as I tell him
not to get Pokemon cards.
And opened them.
Let's rip some card packs.
I mean, you spend $8 on a single pack. It's fine.
Exactly.
I mean, it's $4
Can we play a Virtual
more.
Boy? I've never played the Virtual Boy.
I have it. It's in a box in the garage right now.
You didn't play it at GamerCon?
Yeah, they had it at GamerCon.
No, I didn't want to put my face on something.
Fair enough. Somehow
fair.
you're sick and I'm not though, and I played it. So maybe the cure
you were looking all the
in
fucking
it.
doorknobs at GamerCon.
And the Pyrenees.
Okay.
Oh God.
I'm talking about Pyrenees.
All right. So I don't know what we're pretty much at time here. So I don't know. Is there anything else? We had another Doug Walker sighting.
Yeah, so I saw Doug Walker in line for lunch.
Now. Okay, yep.
I saw Doug Walker when he was in line for lunch.
Yes.
And I walked over to where
and
Spanky
knocked his
and
drink
John
out
were.
of his hand. Oh, okay, go ahead.
I did, yeah. I said, "Way to drink, nerd." No, I walked over to John and Spanky.
All right, everyone froze again, so we'll just wait.
Yeah. We had one more jump scare. Well, then we saw him at his table, but I feel like seeing him at his table is not that exciting because, of course, he's at his table.
Some of the interactions are just so weird too at these things. Like, so I was excited that LGR was there, who's a YouTuber that I like. And he just kind of had a table in the hallway, and nobody was by him, and he was just on his iPad. And I just like walked over and I was like, "Hey, I love your videos, and I'm glad everything worked out from the hurricane. I saw your video of you building your new studio and everything." And I was like, he's like, "Yeah, cool." And he's like, "Oh, what did you see? Like anything?" And he was just like, "Yeah, I like the IBMs they had upstairs." And I was like, "Cool." That's our interaction. Like,
yeah. And like the thing about LGR, I don't really watch any of his videos, but we are interested in the same kind of shit. Like,
yes, classic computers.
Not really the same. Like once you get into the minutia, not really. He's into more IBM stuff, and I'm into more like Apple and Commodore stuff, and they don't really cross over much. Sure. But I guarantee you, put me in a room with LGR, we could probably fucking talk a lot about computers.
Old clown
but he was in the most awkward fucking table ever.
Yeah, they had him in a weird spot.
It was at the exit of the main like panel room.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like a waiting area.
Yeah.
And the only thing to show you that it was specifically for LGR was he brought a tablecloth that was wood panel patterned. And that was it.
Well, yeah, he did. So you can tell these people who do these con things have their giant banners they bring to put at their table. LGR just doesn't. I think he came because on Friday night he wanted to fuck around with the old computers, and then Saturday he was just at his table to sign stuff and say hi to people. Because he doesn't do merch. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a guy who's into old computers. And I was like, I love watching your videos of you, like, unboxing an old gateway that you found that, you know what I mean? Like, that's sick. Like a Windows 95 machine.
I kind of want to, like, I mean, on one hand, I'm glad he was there because that's cool. On the other hand, like, you do gotta have something to sell or give away, you know, because there's people who are going to like notice you and have watched your videos, but you're at an empty table with your iPad just fucking flicking around. It looks like you're busy. Like, it looks like you're not unapproachable, but like it looks like you're doing something. That isn't.
I mean, like, he is that, but he's like that tier of YouTube person where it's just like, you know, he's got, I don't know how many subscribers there's probably like 500,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? Like, big enough to be like, people know of his stuff, but not big enough to like draw crowds, you know? So,
he has 2 million subscribers.
Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Well, I was maybe thinking about some of his more popular.
He's like one of the biggest, into my specific niche, biggest guys I know of.
Well, you know what?
It's weird that I don't watch his videos very much, but he
like you said, he's into different types of computer stuff. You know, like I said, he's into the.
I have watched some of his videos.
So anyway,
but like not enough to where I'd have anything to say to him.
Yeah. And
we also
he's got more subscribers than the 8-bit
I'm
guy,
thinking more. I'm thinking more of his average views. His videos average like 300,000 views. Like, pretty popular. Yeah. So yeah, it was crazy. I didn't really want to get a photo, you know, because I was like, what am I going to do with this photo? Like, here's me and this guy that 90% of the world won't understand who he is, and me.
That's the thing. So, like,
I just wanted to say I like your stuff. You know, give the positive affirmation.
If I were to give LGR guy a tip, if I were to give LGR guy like, hey, if you go to cons, here's like a quick cheat code into like having a less awkward set of interactions while you're here. One.
So you critiquing my interaction with him is by what you're saying? Are you making fun of the way I interacted with him?
What I'm critiquing is the fact that nobody else was in line because he looked like he was fucking busy. He looked like he was waiting to do a panel and he was outside of that room.
It is interesting he didn't have a panel.
Yeah. So what I would say, if I were to give advice to LGR on like, here's how to do this again and not turn yourself into a vendor or like as featured guest or whatever, but still have a better time at your table, is just one, bring something to be photographed with, because people are going to be like, here's me and this man. That's not an interesting picture, but if you bring a weird computer with you or a weird thing that's been in one of your videos. I think he did one on like the Hot Wheels computer from the 90s. Bring the Hot Wheels computer or just the tower, not the monitor, because that's really expensive and heavy. You know, just bring that, and then like people will see that and be like, oh, let's have a picture of us in front of this weird fucking computer that was in a video. That way, if someone's like, who is this picture of you and this guy? You can say, oh, that fucking thing we're in, here's the video he did of that. That's the first thing. That's how you get pictures. And
Again, they muted. Everything froze.
There were so many people at the Castlemania Games thing, even though that they were not selling anything interesting really, because they had free stickers just all around their tables. And people were like, hell yeah, sticker. Like, I got one, I put it on my luggage. People just want a sticker. So bring some stickers. And that's basically it. Like, you'll have such a much more like successful time in a weird corner at a booth, not in the vendor hall if you just have a thing to be photographed with.
We'll remember that next year when Born in the 80s has a table at GamerCon.
What would we
get photographed next to?
I know.
I mean,
my ass.
I know what it would be. It'd be the teddy bear gimp suit that I fucking lost my mind.
Honestly,
which one of us will wear it?
Just one thing to defend LGR a little bit. Again, last year he did lose his home to the flooding at Hurricane Helena, so he may have lost the Hot Wheels computer in that flood.
That's true, but more reason to bring it to get photographed next to, because if it's broken,
fair enough. No, you make a good point. Definitely, I think like having a weird thing at the table to like be a discussion piece.
I only say this because LGR of the guests there that weren't like a voice actor, is the guy that I probably would have liked the most. I would have gone to a panel if he'd done one, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like, I was at his booth with you, and I didn't have anything to say because I'm like, what am I gonna do? Bring up your fucking tablecloth? The iPad you're playing around on? Like, I don't know what the fuck to say to you.
Break into his iPad. Look at all his photos.
Yeah, I'll open his tax documents folder.
Send nudes.
And then I'll see all
send
the
nudes
porn.
to his contacts.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
the concept of taking nudes with an iPad.
So you know what's funny? We talk about Jump Scare Doug Walker. Channel Awesome has fewer subscribers than LGR. 1.5 million.
That's ridiculous to me because, like...
To be fair, though, to Channel Awesome, one, I feel like Doug had his own channel, and it probably got demonetized at some point because he uses a lot of clips from the movies he's talking about. And two, most of his video stuff was on thatguywiththeglasses.com, self-hosted. So I think the YouTube thing is far more recent. Anyway. Cleveland Gaming Classic. 7 months ago they were there, so they go to cons all the time. Anyway, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't get the appeal. What is the attraction
of Doug Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
oldest videos on YouTube are from 11 years ago. So yeah, he was not on YouTube. 2015 is when the YouTube channel started. Well past prime.
There's this thing that I fucking despise, but like I've been in enough nerd spaces to know that it's a thing that for some reason dork-ass losers love to do. It happened once at this con around me, and I about backhanded some fucking dork. And it's when they like a thing and they want to repeat the thing that they like to the person who made it.
Mm-hmm.
Or to just someone who might get it. And I think it might be one because of powerful autism, but also because of like normally when they talk about their hobbies, everyone's like, "Shut up, you're a loser." And like now they're surrounded by losers who might get.
Okay, froze again.
Out and like see what that's like. And so I'm sure a lot of people want to go up to Doug Walker and be like, whatever Doug Walker says in a video at Doug Walker. I don't fucking know. But the one time it happened to me at this con was when Lauren was eating on Sunday. We sat down at the game panel area, and it was in between panels, so they were just playing Mega Man. And I'm a Mega Man enjoyer. And this guy's like, so I was just randomly shouting out like, "Do Guts Man, you gotta pick up the boulders with Guts Man." You know, I was just doing that to be helpful, because like they were not playing it right, and I wasn't like backseat gaming. I was letting them fail first and then telling them what to do.
Yeah.
And some fucking dork comes up behind us and goes, Mega Man, those holes, from that fucking Ego Raptor video.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, all right,
that's
one.
what that's from.
Yeah.
And then he did it again. If he did it a third time, I was going to turn around and be like, "Will you shut the fuck up? We've seen the video. We don't need you to remind us of it. We've seen it. Fuck off."
Yeah.
And he didn't. He just went away before that happened. But I was so mad at that because one, that's a fucking annoying voice. And two, it's just, I'm quoting a thing. Yeah, I don't care.
What about the gamer that wouldn't name a single menu item at Starbucks?
That was funny, but for different reasons. So when Lauren and I went to Starbucks on the first floor of the hotel was it Saturday?
I think it was Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, to get breakfast and some coffee. We were behind these two boys, and they were the kind of boys you see that are like, I say boys, I do of course mean
they
like
were like 40, yeah.
Yeah, but like they were the kind of boys who are like, I wouldn't ever wipe my ass. That's gay. Like that, like, but they weren't like. They were, you know, they were just like.
It wasn't like a bad aura from them. They were just.
No, but it was very much a like. If I asked them what their favorite Britney Spears song was, regardless of what their answer is, they'd be like, "Oh, I don't listen to Britney Spears. That's girl stuff." You know, like that. Yeah, that's kind of how they'd be about it.
That kind of guy, yeah.
Yeah. And it's toxic. Of course, it's toxic. All guys like that fucking song.
Yeah, that's some fucking rules.
And they go up to the and like. Me and Lauren were already making jokes about Starbucks. Like, my dad always like, I'll confuse him by asking for a black coffee. And that's not what my dad sounds like.
Every hack comic is like, you can't even order a black coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah. My mom will even be like, I don't know how to order at Starbucks. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Pick a menu item. Yeah, and she's like, well, I don't know about grande and venti. I'm like, just say large or small. They live here too. They know what that means.
Yeah.
So anyway, the guy goes up to the counter. He's like, I'll just have one of those vanilla things. Obviously wanting a sugary coffee.
Like a vanilla latte, yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't want to say that he knows what he wants because it's an Italian word that is what gays drink.
It's like a girly saying vanilla latte sounds girly.
I mean, the other part of it is there's like 17 vanilla things there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, there's so many vanilla things.
Pumped into everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you feel bad for the workers. I mean, like.
Spanky goes to me. Spanky's like, I want this guy to name a single fucking menu item. Just say a menu item.
The con definitely, you know, the people watcher in me, I guess maybe actor in me, like, is just seeing people and seeing mannerisms and things and being like, God, that is a certain type of guy. Just seeing the very clearly autistic guys with fanny packs just like doing their, you know, body motions and things is just really interesting. Like, you know, it's just a type of guy that shows up at cons. Yeah, no, sure, I'm sure. I have my own mannerisms too.
Tall,
I mean, yeah, I've
got a weirdly tall man
too.
with like 1% body fat because he won't eat food because it grosses him out, and he's wearing a trench coat and a fedora, and it's like, oh, I know your whole vibe from looking at you, and don't want it.
Yeah, we just run up and while people are streaming Mega Man, just quote part out of context part of an Ego Raptor video and then slowly walk away. There are people at wrestling too yelling at the wrestlers. It's just like, I mean, some of the stuff they were yelling is just like, I think that because
Spanky and I were going, and you two were going fucking nuts.
So they were going nuts at wrestling. One of the first matches they had was
because I know how to heckle a wrestler.
Yeah,
you don't say full sentences that are part of your stand-up routine.
You just say like, "You suck."
Yeah. You just say you suck or get back in the ring or like there was this kid that was sitting next to us who was really good at heckling because this kid was like 4'1" and was calling them all short. Fucking hilarious.
It was very funny.
Oh dude, the big rig guys like fucking got in one of the kids' faces and then kicked his dad's backpack. It was really good too because he was interacting with the kid and then looked at the dad who had the backpack and he like nodded at the pack and the dad like nodded or whatever and he kicked it. It was like obvious, like, is it okay for me to do this?
Yeah.
And he did that and it was just great interaction.
It was good too because the big rig was like, oh, that's what your mom said after that nod, and that's what like the dad got in on it, but the dad didn't get stupid. He was like, that's my wife, man. And that's all he said. So like they did a good job of playing along. front row, good hecklers. Yeah. We were all good. Mm-hmm. There was a guy in like the second to last row who was like, no, and it was like, shut up. It's not funny, idiot.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
You know talent.
Okay. No. We're not devolving into this. We're gonna end GamerCon. We had a great time.
Yeah, nothing.
I
was super stoked that the Boom Shakalaka NBA Jam guy was there. Yeah. But knowing me and knowing how unfamiliar I am with his stuff and whatever, there was no reason for me to go up to his table. Cool he was there. Awesome.
Yeah.
Move on.
Exactly.
I did see some people. John talked about playing Team Fortress 2. I did see the guy cosplay as the Blue Spy there, holding a bucket from one of the animated video things.
Period Day bucket.
But more importantly, I got a picture with 2 people in cosplay of probably my intro to rhythm games, Parappa the Rapper and Jammer Lammy, which was fucking kick-ass.
Those were good cosplays.
Yeah. Oh, and I never showed you guys the reshell I did on my Game Boy Advance. I'm gonna grab it. I'm
all right.
2 seconds away.
We'll end the podcast.
You went there early and did a workshop.
I'm gonna show it after the podcast.
All right,
I went there early.
Well, we're done.
And
it's over 2 hours.
Bye, everybody. Yeah.
Bye, everyone. We love you. Go to that guy with the glasses. Does that guy with the glasses.com still work?
Oh, you're nothing.
Oh, you're nothing.
All right, I'm ending the podcast before any of that.
You're no talent.
You're no talent.
Trumpet guy vocal stimming. I can levitate. I can fly.
Oh my god, that mini.